Hey guys, Becca here. Today I'm going to teach you how to get a fully remote entry-level job in 2023. Maybe right now you're working in an office and it's draining your soul. This is for the people who want to be digital nomads and take back their time and really fight for time freedom and location freedom. This is for you. You can do it. It's possible. I've done it, and so you can too. A little bit of background. Before I was the CEO of Kona Rise Digital, my digital marketing agency, where we work with some spectacular content creators, podcasters, YouTubers, helping them amplify their message. So before I was the boss over there, I was actually the queen of getting hired. I used this blueprint to get a job offer at Coca-Cola corporate in their headquarters for North America. And after that, I got an opportunity to work as a journalist at one of my favorite networks, ABC News, Good Morning America. Absolutely loved that job so much. Eventually, it led me to my first full-time big girl job out of college, working at Paramount Pictures in a marketing role with one of the most amazing producers ever. So I have 5 tips. Let's jump into it. Tip number 1 is look good in person. Now, what we're really dealing with is people's subconscious minds. So if you look good in person, that doesn't mean you have to be the most stylish or the most beautiful, stunning, jaw-dropping person on the planet. No. But really, a natural attraction is someone who is healthy, vibrant, and energetic. And take your vitamins, get your 8 hours of sleep, exercise. Don't push yourself so hard that you run yourself ragged. Definitely get your rest and take time doing hobbies and things that you enjoy doing. Next thing is looking the part. So I have a story with looking the part. So this is high school. What is this, 2011, and I had this ex-boyfriend, my high school boyfriend, and he was looking for his first job. Couldn't get hired anywhere because he had no experience. So then we saw Bath & Body Works hiring, and he got an interview. And so when it was time to go in for the interview, I was like, hey, boyfriend, maybe you should look the part. So what we did, we put this super bright polo on him and did his hair all slicked and clean, freshly shaven. But the big thing was that bright polo. And I told him to he was kind of he was like a boxer and like a rough kind of guy, but we really cleaned him up, clean shaven and everything for this job, and he got it. I want to make it easy for someone. I know they say looks aren't everything, but that's how people judge. If you're going to go work for an influencer, working for someone like Gideon may look very different than working for Sarah's Day. So their brands are very different. So be able to recognize the brand of the company that you want to work for. Really go for a place that is more true to you so that you can fit in comfortably with the culture of the workplace. Number 2, look good online. This is huge, especially if you're going to be doing an online job. If you want to work remotely, then you have to look like you are trustworthy. You have to be trustworthy to keep your job. So what does looking good online look like? 1, clean up the mess. Anything that you wouldn't feel comfortable sharing with every single person in your life shouldn't be online. Because once it's online, it exists forever. Trust me, I worked as a journalist, and we would find a lot of information on people that they probably didn't even know was out there. The next thing is utilize LinkedIn. I just took an amazing brand building course with Sandy Grigsby. I'm going to link her information down below, and she's also a LinkedIn learning creator, so she can show you how to really build your online brand. What kind of message am I sending? It may be different than the message you actually want to send. If you could get rid of one social media platform, why would it be Clubhouse? I know people say that same thing, but with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a super powerful tool. Make sure your information is all up to date, your contact info, and also if you can, get recommendations and give recommendations. It's like a bonus, but if you're looking to get hired in a certain industry, I highly recommend writing LinkedIn articles about that, about trending topics or news in that industry that'll really establish you as some kind of leader, so that when they do look you up online or they do come across your LinkedIn profile, the hiring manager, it'll make their job easy. I'm telling you this because I want you to be on a beach in the Philippines enjoying the weather and creating content and having some time to breathe and helping the economy in the Philippines. Guys, I want that for you. Number 3, look good on paper, aka your resume. Let's be real, you need experience to get experience. What I recommend doing is really learning as much as you can about the industry that you want to work in. Read and research, turn on the news alerts on your phone so you can hear about all the stuff happening within that industry. Then start creating content around it. Start doing reactions to news or talking about what you think might happen. Write articles, write blog posts, and not for the sole fact of creating content so you can become like some big YouTuber, but really so you can be seen as an authority in that space. Number 4. This is my favorite. Number 4 is networking. Now that word networking sounds really boring. I have never really liked that word. What I do like is making friends. Making friends is fun. So don't think of networking as like, I have to wear a suit and I have to go and network and blah. It's so boring and stuffy and fake. Think of it as making friends. When you go to a networking event, once you look good on paper, look good in person, all these things, you really want to go with an open mind and curiosity. Ask questions. Being curious, 1, helps you learn. 2, it also makes you more likable. So part of networking, even if you're not going to an actual networking event, a really important part of it is always talking about what you want and what you want to accomplish. So that is how I got my job at Good Morning America. Right after college, everywhere I went, because it was my dream, was I want to work at GMA. I want to be a reporter at GMA. I want to work for ABC News. And eventually, like just all the circles that I was in, people started to know me as, oh, Becca, the girl, she's about to graduate USC with a journalism degree and she wants to work at GMA. And when news spreads and people think of you, you become top of mind. And it may be people who you don't even imagine who have connections to a job or an opportunity that would really benefit you. So just by speaking it out loud to people also speaks it into existence. So by sharing like, hey, I want a remote job that's 100% remote, that pays starting $80,000 a year and has some really cool retirement options. By speaking that into existence and even naming the industry and sharing it with people around you, sharing it online, connecting with friends online, doing your research and connecting with people on LinkedIn, then eventually like they'll start to see you as that person. You want to form those easy connections in people's minds so that they can automatically think, oh, so-and-so, like I remember her, she wants a job like this. And you know what? We have a perfect position for her. Or my friend is hiring and needs someone ASAP. Or someone's hiring, looking for a contractor in this role that could eventually turn into a full-time role. So name what you want and tell people. I want a remote job working with a nonprofit who are helping the animals. So be very specific and share it with people. And that's a really important part of networking. Number 5 is stay top of mind. Do your very best to meet in person or on Zoom or even get a phone call so they can get some kind of, so the hiring manager in the company can get some kind of taste of your flavor. So a taste of your personality and your charisma. You want them to remember you. So say you do finally get your interview, which I pray that you do. And once you get your interview, don't just leave it at that. They may say, yeah, we'll contact you in about 5 to 7 days. Don't just leave it at that and wait for them. Like you want to be a go-getter and make it easy for them. Even if your interview was trash, you never know if everyone else's interview could have been even more trash. Never give up, don't lose hope, always keep pushing. But all of my tips are ways to where you can really like push yourself there, but with a little bit of finesse. I'm gonna say go up and beyond and send a thank you card. Sending a thank you card or a really good thank you email that's meaningful and thoughtful does go a long way. And maybe another opportunity for you to showcase some of your writing skills or remind them of some of the qualities that they liked about you. Guys, if you're dreaming of taking that step towards financial and time freedom and working as a digital nomad or building a company so you have this like time and location freedom, I'm cheering you on. I'm your biggest advocate because that's something that for me was a dream for a really long time. And eventually my body literally forced me to quit my job. It was like, girl, quit your job and rest and sleep, or else this burnout is gonna lead to something worse. My body told me that, so I did. I quit my job and I was like, you know what? Let me craft the life that I've always talked about creating. Especially now that I'm still like, I'm in my 20s and I have time and energy, and I want the same for you. No matter what stage in life you're in, I really want to let you guys know that now more than ever, there are so many resources available to help you live that life that you want, especially now with the internet and online. And in the coming weeks, I'll be sharing more and more content around this topic. So if you're into that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me over on Instagram at Rebecca Eloisa. All right, guys. Bye. Mwah.